Hey guys, Paul here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I have something new to share with you. This is really cool shortcut buttons with ambient light and climate control knob that you can control the climate, temperature and the fan speed. Also change the ambient light in the car. So in today's video, I'll show you what comes in the box and then step by step installation. Is really quick to install, probably takes less than 15 or max 20 minutes to install, and then we'll see how it works and how it looks in the new Model Y Juniper. Now let's go. Here what comes in the box of this new shortcut button, second generation for the new Model Y Juniper. And here what came in the box. Let's take a closer look at the buttons first. So there is a main knob that you can change the temperature, adjust the temperature and fan, and also adjust the ambient lighting up here. And these are the buttons. So each button has two functions or two shortcuts to it, as you can see here. Opening all the doors and steering wheel, that is the autopilot. Turn signals, all the gear shifting, and this side is open front trunk, sport mode, and I believe this is heated seat, and preheat the battery, charge port, adjust the front passenger seat, door and lighting. Came with a charging cable, also USB adapter. And in the package came with two kinds of locking bracket on the top. So one is for older Model 3 and Model Y, and this one is for the Model 3 Highland. Supposedly the Model 3 Highland and Model Y Juniper should be the same this way. So this should fit the Model Y Juniper. And it came with all the wire harness that you need with a wireless control box. So this one is wirelessly communicate with this wire harness and the box, so you don't have to run the wires. So the installation should be pretty quick to install, and plastic removal too. Alright, now we saw everything that came in the box. Let me show you where to get this new shortcut buttons for your new Model Y Juniper. You can get these new shortcut buttons with climate control knob from Sanyodo or sanyodo.com. This is the latest version for both Model Y Juniper and Model 3 Highland. As you can see here, you have two options. Please pick the AMD line or AMD wire harness. I don't know why they have Intel version here, but it should be AMD. All the new cars has the AMD processor, and you can choose between left hand drive or right hand drive. And if you are interested, you can use my special discount code TC for extra 20% off, and this is the price after the discount. Right now let's go and install it in the new Model Y Juniper. Let's start with the installation. First thing first, you have to remove the panels first. So we'll be removing first the rubber gasket or the rubber seal on the door seal. These are really easy to remove. There's no glue underneath it, as you can see. Next, let's remove the panel on the top or next to dashboard. Just slowly remove it. Now this panel is removed. As you can see, they are clips, no screw at all. Really similar to the one on the Model 3 Highland. So that remove this locking clip for the door seal panel. Use one of the plastic trim removal tool. It came with one, but I usually have the whole set with me. I got from Amazon.com. I'll put the link on the bottom of the video, and that's it. So this one came loose. Keep the clip, and then now you can pull it out and carefully remove this piece. So again, no screw, just a whole bunch of clips underneath. Just do it slowly and carefully. After that, you should be able to remove this whole panel. Right now, that's all the panels are removed. We have all the access to the power and the OBD port over here. But before we unplug anything, highly recommend to turn off the car first. So go to the main menu and then safety all the way down, power off. And now we are safe to unplug. So before we unplug the power, which is this one, let's plug in the OBD first. Here you go. Now we have to connect the power for the wireless box. So we have to unplug the power from the car and then plug in the power from the wire harness. Make sure you pick the right one. Pick the one that said Model Y. So this smaller one. The other one, the bigger one, is for the older car and the Model 3 Highland. So make sure it's labeled Model Y, and then just plug it in, and then plug in power from the car back in to the power from the harness. As you can see here, the box is powered now. Now we just have to put all the panels back in place, and then next is to install the button right here. So you would need the button itself, power cable, little adapter. This you'll be inserting into USB-C port inside the glove box to get the power for the buttons, because unfortunately the button doesn't have the built-in battery, so we would have to keep it plugged in all the time. And then the locking bar on the top. First, let's open the glove box first, and then just replace this with let's see if it has enough space. Okay, so just remove your thumb drive, Tesla thumb drive right there, and then I think it's the easiest way to just put everything on the outside. Make sure the thumb drive go on to the top part of the USB port, and then the power is the USB-C on the bottom, and then just plug it back in. As you can see, it fits perfectly to the space on the inside. Now we still have that storage USB-C thumb drive storage working. As you can see here, it's working. Now we have to run the cable down here. So just run the cable so you still can close the glove box like so. Now we have to install the button. So installing button is really easy. So first, install the locking bar on the right side of the button to just put into the hook. This one right here. There you go. And then just place the button right below the display like so. Now you just close the locking bar on the top and then just lock it in place, and that's it. It's pretty easy. Now we just have to plug in the power to the USB-C port just right at the bottom of the button. There you go. Now it should get the power. So whatever left here, you can just tuck it into the glove box. But it's power right now. Looks pretty cool. So it has the lights on the top, and you can also control and change to different color ambient light too. Alright, so I hide the cable, like the remaining cable, inside the glove box, so you don't really see much. All you see is this little plug right here, which is not that bad, because it used to have the first generation that I tested in the older Model Y. Used to have the battery, which you have to charge it all the time, and I think they have issue with shipping batteries from the warehouse or on Amazon, or yeah, with shipping issue, especially overseas. So they just, you know what, just plug it in all the time so you get the power all the time. Here looks really nice. Alright, before we test it out, let me show you what it looks like in the new Model Y Juniper. looks pretty good inside the new Model Y Juniper, especially the ambient light, which you can change to match the ambient light in the car, as you can see here. Of course, it doesn't sync with the car. You would have to manually change it to whatever color you change to the car. Just change the ambient light here, or you can just leave it different colors, up to you. And to change the function on the knob, you can press and change the function. Let's go through a different color first. So to change the color on the ambient light, you just keep turning to whatever color you like, and then you can stop and then just press to change the function. Now let's test out the center knob control. So first is the fan speed. As you can hear, I can adjust the fan speed all the way to 10, but of course it doesn't sync to the fan speed here in the car. And I can adjust it down to 8, to 7, to 6, 5, and the lights goes with the speed, or 2 or 3. But you can't turn off, you cannot turn on and off the climate control. Actually you could, yeah, you can turn off, but it's showing on still here, so it doesn't sync with this. So you can turn it back on, as you can see. And press again, you can control the temperature. So as you turn to warmer temperature, it will change to red, and if you turn to a cooler temperature, then it will turn to blue, as you can see here, to all the way to low. Very nice. And press again. Where does it go? Okay, press and hold, and you can change the ambient light, so you can match the ambient light on the car. Now let's try to go through all the buttons here on the top. So each one should have 2 different functions. So the first one would be 1 click, and the second one would be 2 click. Now let's try to open the door. So this would be a passenger door when I select. As you can see, the passenger door just opened, and it opens all the way out. So it's unlatch it, so I can just pull it open. So if you have Uber or share ride, this would be really convenient. So it does the same thing to all the doors. Alright, so it's not pressing twice, you have to toggle up or down. So down, the front passenger open, as you can see, it opens over there. And when you toggle up, then the rear passenger door will open. For some reason, the rear passenger door doesn't open all the way. You still have to pull to open. But this one opens all the way. Same thing on that passenger. Let me show you. And the next one, press down, toggle down, then the rear left side passenger will open. Same here, it doesn't open all the way. As you can see, you have to still enlarge it to open it. I think it's a software thing. It happened to my older Model Y before. Then the next software update, it opens all the way out for some reason. And this one, toggle up for autopilot, so we can't do it now, the car is parking. And this is the turn signal. Would be more convenient for the Model 3 Highland, not much on the Model Y, because the new Model Y Juniper already have the turn signal stocks, which Tesla brought back, which is awesome. Let's test it out anyways. So toggle down, then the left turn, toggle up, then it's the right turn, down, left turn, up, right turn. There we go. So the lights also working too. As you can see, it's showing the turn signal lights on the ambient light. Same thing on this side, which is pretty cool. And now let's close the door. And this one is parked, so would have to let's say if I press down or toggle down, then it's parked. Well, the car is parking right now. Let's try drive first. So toggle down here, drive, then the car will go on the drive, and then toggle up, reverse, so the car will go to reverse, and then try park, toggle down, and the car will go to park, and toggle up. This one I think is the emergency light. Let's try. Yeah, that's emergency light. This is showing on here too. Pretty cool. So I like it being down here, so we have to reach here and look up. So being down here is a little bit more convenient. So just toggle up for emergency light, do it again to stop, and let's go to the next one. So this one is it's dark outside, a little dark as you can see. That's why I'm doing it right now, so I can show you that the ambient light on the top actually helps with the lighting here. It also has the lights on top of each toggle switches too, so you can still see at night, but the button itself doesn't light up, but it has the lights, the little lights here, and also the ambient light. So press down would be front trunk. Let's try that. Here we go. I have a power front, so it will open. Try again to close. Press down again. Then it should close. And then toggle up would be a trunk. You can see in the image, the graphic, and the trunk will open. And then try again, toggle up again. We'll close the trunk. Here we go. The next one here is toggle down for sport mode. It doesn't show anything now. It would show when you drive the car. Let me put it back on. Put it back on to chill. Press again, probably go to sport. And this one is the seat heating. I think toggle up for the seat heating. Toggle up again to turn off, to turn on. And then the battery, preheat the battery. Toggle down or press down. Then it'll start preheat the battery for the car. I can hear it preheating right now. I'm not sure you can pick up from the mic, but press again, it will cancel the preheat. And then this one toggle up would be a charge port. Here we go, charge port open. Let me show you. Port just open. Here you go. So toggle up again, then it will close. Next one here is the front passenger seat adjustment. So press down, it should move to the front. Oh, I like it. I thought it would just move one time, like once, like this, but it's not. So you can hold to move and then toggle up to move backward. That is really cool. Alright, so that is probably one of the most useful function here on the bar, because in order to do that you would have to go to the main menu one time and then go to seat and then move here, and you can only move the seat here while the car is in parked. Let's try. If the car is in drive, can we still adjust the seat? So press down, the car in drive. Can we adjust the seat? Yep, even the car is in drive. So that is a huge benefit. So I can adjust the seat however I want, whenever I want. So let's say if I want more legroom in the back for my daughter, I can just do that here. Very convenient, which is good. And then the child seat, a child lock here, press down and then toggle up for the lighting. So toggle up and then the light will turn on the whole car, and then toggle up again, the light will turn off. Let me try. See? And then the light will turn off the whole car. Alright, so all the functions are pretty good so far. I think the most useful are I think the fan speed, and mostly fan speed, because temperature you can somehow adjust here. Just swipe here, or maybe it's more convenience for some people to just turn the knob. That is cool too. So I like the fan speed and the temperature control on the knob itself, and also the door, maybe the passenger door, not so much on the rear passenger door. And everything else I like. The shifter was okay. I like emergency lights. Opening front and trunk, you can just do it here quickly. Sport mode is really nice. Also preheat the battery, I like it. One of the best one I think is adjusting the seat, so I can just adjust the front seat, you know, whenever I want, even while I drive the car. And it's really to just reach and adjust. But yeah, everything else, love the ambient light. The ambient light function looks really cool. Love the light effects, especially at night. That's why I try to show you the video a little bit darker outside. And one more thing I want to mention, that I connected two devices, which is the knob and also the front instrument cluster display in the front, and both works with the same OBD port over there and the power. Alright, let me know in the comments down below what you think about this new shortcut buttons and climate control knob for the new Model Y Juniper. I'll make sure to put the link in the description down below and special discount code for you too. Thank you so much guys for watching today's video. Make sure to click like if you like the video. Make sure to subscribe for more awesome contents like this. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.
Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good. Fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts. I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong. I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it what I'm